Hello, I have braids, I am back home, and I have fans running. If you like this video, even remotely, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, comment below. Hi, hello, it's me, Tyra B, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is something I've been kind of keeping a secret about. Like, I haven't really shared my tips, but it's how to make a really perfect schedule in college. So typically when you start college, your advisors will give you a pre-made schedule, or they'll give you options of pre-made schedules at your orientation, and you can choose one of those. And that's usually the first schedule, your first fall semester or spring, if that's what semester you start in. And then after that, you're kind of on your own to make your own schedule. So here are my tips to make a really good one. So not to toot my own horn, but I've made my own schedule for college 7 times so far, and I've never taken a Friday class before because I'm good like that. But I have notes, so let's get into them. So number 1 is to definitely start planning early. So as soon as, like, you don't want to wait until the day before it's time to start picking classes that you start thinking about what you want your schedule to look like. I usually, I'm always checking online, so where you can go to register for classes, you can also look at classes for past semesters, and I usually make a list of what is usually offered when, so that'd be easy for me to figure out when I should take it. And to go along with to start planning early, you don't really want to wait until the week before it's time to pick classes to go see your advisor. So some schools do have an advisement hold put on your account until you go talk to your advisor. That's just kind of how it was, you know. You have to see the professional, get the professional's signature of approval, and then you can make your schedule. It's recommended to go see your advisor twice a semester, plus any other times you want to change your major, add a minor, any of that good stuff. But wow, that got dark. We love a good lighting change. So make sure you go see your advisor before you pick your classes, even if you do think you know it all, which sometimes I do think I know it all. I think I know better than our advisors. And don't get me wrong, advisors can be wrong sometimes. A lot of people who don't graduate and the amount of time that they want to graduate in, it's because the advisor told them to take a light load, or they're giving them the runaround of the classes that they actually need to take. So how I know what classes I need to take, I frequently check DegreeWorks. So here's a screencast of my personal DegreeWorks profile. It has all of my sensitive information up top, so I didn't scroll up. But over here we have all of the core areas that need to be fulfilled in order for me to complete my degree program. So a lot of these areas I completed while I was at my other school, therefore I took it in a different semester. So it shows you the grade you made, the class you took, the credits, and what semester you took it. The different colors symbolize whether you've taken the class or not, and if you click on the actual numbers, it shows you what your options are for taking a certain class in a certain area. It's usually a outside application that you can access through your student account. So for Georgia State students, you would go and log into pause.gsu.edu and then scroll down, and it's usually called the academic evaluation. It'll open up a whole new tab. There'll be colors, your student ID pictures on there, all your information, and then it will show you every class you've taken, the grade you made in it, and then what section of your degree program it fulfills, as well as the options for every other class that you need to take. So when I make my schedules, I always make sure to pay attention to any prerequisites that I have to take, because some classes I need to take for my degree program, but the prerequisite I don't need to take. So pay attention to if there's a prereq required before the class that you want to take. And the best way to make the perfect schedule is to make a pretend schedule leading up to the time it's time to register. So I don't actually want to show y'all like my actual class schedule that I made for fall 2019, but just to give you an idea, this is the notebook that I use for like scrap notes and to get my schedule together before I actually register for classes. So all of this, you can't even see that, there's a lot of words. all of that. I do a lot of scribbling out, scratching out things, but I also use this website. I'm not exactly sure the name, but I always just Google make my schedule, and the very first to pop up that isn't the one that's advertised, it makes a really good, very visual way to get your schedule before you get your schedule, you know? So this is the actual website that I actually do use to make my schedule before I make my schedule. So when I click and scroll down, I can adjust the title. This is fall 2019. Down there, I can add a class, so I can put the class name, the time, and the subject, and the location. And then it will all come together on the schedule, so I know what classes overlap and which don't. And it's just really helpful when I'm making my schedule. Something you want to get straight away before you start even looking at what classes are offered is to get your priorities in check. Me personally, I enjoy not having Friday classes, and I'd also prefer to take evening classes as to morning classes. So just to prove that I'm not capping, here are some screenshots of my past schedules. Usually when I take a screenshot of my schedule, I don't even bother to screenshot the part that says Friday, because I never had a Friday schedule. Having Fridays off is really important to me, so I make sure that I make my schedule accordingly. So I've only taken one 8 a.m. class, and I never want to do that again. Love when the light changes again. But yeah, get your priorities in order. Figure out if having a whole day off from classes is something you care about, or if you have a job or family responsibility. Take that into consideration way before you even start thinking about picking your classes. And the last thing I kind of want to mention is to pay attention to class location and class time. Of course, the class time is easy, so you don't conflict times, but you also don't want to pick a location for one class and a location for another class. The classes times are 15 minutes apart, but the location is completely across campus. And for some close campuses that works okay, but for Georgia State, being it downtown, it can be difficult. Keep in mind location, distance, how much time you have between classes while you're picking your classes. Some people don't understand the day letter system. For Georgia State, registration purposes, most of the times are in military time, and I hate military time, but you just do the math. And Monday is abbreviated with M, Tuesday is T, Wednesday is W, Thursday is R. Things people really get wrong is Thursday is R, and Friday is represented by F. So usually a class will be MW, Monday, Wednesday. TR stands for Tuesday, Thursday, and if any of those letters appear alone, that means you only go to that class one day a week. So that's all the tips that I have today. I apologize for the weird lighting situation, and the lighting is really all over the place because I'm filming in front of a window and the clouds keep moving in front of the sun. But I hope you were able to get some helpful tips from this video. If you like this video even remotely, make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Comment below any questions that you have concerning anything that's to do with college or me. Don't forget to share this with all your friends to help them out, and don't forget to make yourself proud today.